Well, hello, all of my students. I hope you're having a fantastic day. My name is Jay, and welcome back to the channel where I have the opportunity to help you to improve your English comprehension, vocabulary, and fluency. On today's English lesson, I am going to teach you English vocabulary words that have to do with an apartment. So I want you to get ready, get your pen, get your paper, take some notes. If you need to turn on the subtitles, do that because we're going to have a lot of learning and laughter. I hope you're ready for today's lesson. Let's dive in. So the first word I want to look at is the word apartment. Say that with me. Apartment. Apartment. Now, an apartment is a place to live inside a building with other homes. Okay? So you might say, I live in a small apartment near my job. So, like my picture, an apartment is usually a building. It could be multiple levels high, or it could be just one or two levels. And inside, it is split into different sections that are considered homes to various people and families. Apartment. Now, here in the United States, or shall I say down south in the state of Georgia, closer to Atlanta where I live, an apartment costs about $1,800 to possibly $2,100 or more, depending on where you live. Okay, what area of the city you are in. Now, if you go further away from Atlanta to a rural area, you could probably find an apartment for $1,200, maybe $1,100, depending on where you are. But there are a lot of people choosing to live in apartments instead of purchasing a home because prices for homes in real estate are exceedingly high. So let me know, do you live in an apartment? And if you do, or if you don't, have you ever lived in an apartment? Do you prefer living in a home instead of an apartment? I've lived in a condo, which is basically like an apartment. But I prefer a house because you have a little bit more privacy. So let me know down in the comments section your preference. The next word is rent. Rent. Now, rent can be used in a few ways. Let's look at a definition and then I'll explain it to you. Money you pay every month to live in a home. So you might say, I pay my rent on the first day of each month. Okay. Now, when a person rents, whether it be an apartment, a house, a car, you don't own it. So you're paying someone money each month in order to use that property or that particular vehicle. When I go out of town, I rent a car, but I have to take the car back to Enterprise because it's not mine. I also rent a house. Some people use, what do they call it when you go, it's very popular now. Verbo, you see commercials, VRBO, or oh my goodness, I can't remember the name of it. The name of the thing that people do when they rent houses. Oh, put it down in the comment section. I'm having what we call a brain freeze where I can't remember. Okay. So oftentimes you will hear people say in English that I got to pay the rent. I got to pay the rent. So the rent is the money that you owe. Okay. Let's look at another example of a word that you could use when you're talking about apartment living. A lease. Now, a lease and rent are similar, but they're also different. Depending on how the lease is set up, you could be paying money each month with the agreement that you will own it after a certain particular time. Okay, so that's the main difference between a lease and renting. So a lease is a written agreement to rent a place for a set time. And so you might say, I signed a 1-year lease. Okay. Now, some people say, look, I'm leasing this apartment and they don't want to own it or purchase it. It's the same thing as renting. But if you're going to one day purchase that same property, you can lease it until you own it. Okay. But most people in English often say, I'm leasing my apartment or I'm renting this place, is what we say. Okay. Landlord. Landlord. Compound word. Landlord. 2 words in one. A landlord is a person who owns the apartment. A person who owns the apartment. So you might say the landlord fixed the broken sink. And that's only if you have a good landlord. There are some landlords that do not care about the people that rent from them. And so they don't get anything fixed. We call them a slumlord. Slumlord, okay? So they just allow the property to go downhill. All they want is the money, okay? So a landlord. If you have a good landlord, that is a blessing. You should be grateful, because good landlords are hard to come by. You know, a good landlord really cares about the tenant. They're trying to keep the place nice. They get things fixed. They return phone calls and so forth. Okay, so a landlord. A deposit. 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 A deposit is money paid first to protect the apartment. So you might say, I paid a deposit before moving in. Now, here in the city I live in, if you're going to rent an apartment, they want a deposit. They want first month's rent. And they want last month's rent. So you have to pay a deposit, which you can get back if, when you leave the apartment, it's in good standing. Then they want first month, and they want what they call last month, just in case you try to leave without paying. So it takes a lot of money to get in the apartment. And the money that you give the landlord in order to secure your space is called a deposit. Okay? Deposit. Now, sometimes I have had to deal with people from other countries and they don't understand deposit, but the deposit will be held as long as you stay there. And if you break something, they will usually take money from the deposit to fix what has been broken. That's how it goes. Okay? Tenant. Tenant. A tenant is the person who rents and lives in the apartment. So if I were renting the apartment from a landlord, I would be called the tenant. Each tenant must follow the rules. Okay. So some landlords have strict rules: no smoking, no pets, no sleepover company, no trampolines, no portable swimming pools. Very strict rules because they do not want damages, or they don't want to be sued. Okay, so tenants must follow strict rules that come from the landlord. Okay, and you really can't be upset because it's not yours, it belongs to the landlord. So I get it, but sometimes those rules can be very, very restrictive. And we learned that word in our last lesson. Okay? Utilities. Utilities. So a utility is services like water, gas, and electricity. Here in the United States, depending on the lease agreement, some landlords require you to pay your own utilities, and some come included with your apartment. Okay, so it just depends on the lease agreement. So you might say utilities are not included in the rent. So that means you have to pay a separate water bill, a separate gas bill, a separate electric bill, a separate cable bill. So 4 separate bills on top of the rent that is due. And that adds up to a lot of money. All right, bedroom. This is an easy one. Bedroom, and it's a compound word. Bed and room. Put them together, bedroom. It's the room used for sleeping and other activities. Sleeping is done in the bedroom, okay? So your apartment might have 1 bedroom, or it might have 2 bedrooms, or you might have a 3 bedroom. Or there could be an apartment that is called a studio. And a studio is where basically the kitchen and the bedroom, they are all in one area. Okay? So the studio is the smallest, then 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and 3 bedroom. Okay? Bathroom. Another compound word. Bathroom. Bathroom. Okay? A bathroom is a room with the toilet and a sink and sometimes a shower or bathtub. Okay? Now, when it comes to the toilet, there are a lot of slang terms. Some I will not say, but one that comes to mind, some people call the toilet the pot. Okay, I'm going to sit on the pot. Or some people call it a throne. Or some people call it the crapper. Okay? So there are a number of terms for a toilet which is found in the bathroom. And it's important to keep the bathroom clean, in my opinion, because when we use the bathroom, it can smell. It's also where you keep your dirty clothes oftentimes. And so you want to keep the bathroom as clean and fresh as possible. Okay? Bathroom. Now, the bathroom that is next to the bedroom or connected to a bedroom is called the master bathroom. Okay, so that's the bathroom that goes to the person usually that's paying the most of the rent or all of the rent. Now, if there is a bathroom in the hall, that's called a hall bathroom. If the bathroom doesn't have a shower, it's called a half bath room. Okay. So these are things you need to know as a beginning English learner. We're almost done. Maintenance. Maintenance. Or the maintenance man or the maintenance person. Okay. So when we talk about maintenance, it has to do with repairs and taking care of the apartment. So you might say maintenance will fix the heater tomorrow. Or if the stove breaks, you say, wow, the stove is not working. It needs repair. Let me call maintenance. Now, another word for maintenance or maintenance man is a handyman. And a handyman is usually someone that knows how to do electric work, plumbing. They may know how to work on locks. They know how to install a fan. They know how to fix the AC unit. They are handy, or they can do multiple things throughout the apartment. Okay? Maintenance is what the apartment requires. The person who does the maintenance is called a maintenance man or a handyman. Or it could be a handy woman or a maintenance woman. Okay, so it just depends on who is doing the repairs. So these are a number of words that you need to know when it comes to apartment living. As always, I suggest that you go back, you watch today's English lesson twice, once with the subtitles on and once with the subtitles off. Once you do that, I want you to practice using these words, at least one or two of them throughout the week. Okay? And then let me know down in the comments section your progress. Well, that's going to do it for today's English lesson. I hope you have been enjoying your day. If you're not a subscriber and you made it to the end, I hope you have an opportunity to subscribe today. If you haven't learned something, make sure you share today's episode with a friend. And if it's your first time, let me know in the comments section where you're watching from. Well, with that being said, enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope you join me on my next English lesson. I'll see you then.